Welcome. Today, we're diving into a side of Michigan you've probably never seen. Forget Detroit and the Great Lakes for a moment. Think hidden, quiet towns where life slows down and the stars steal the show. Each of these places has a story, and you won't believe they exist right here in Michigan. We're talking about true isolation, where you have to want to be there, and the reward is peace you can't find anywhere else. So, get comfortable and open your mind. This is a journey for the whole family. Clean, positive, and all about discovery. Ready to have your mind blown and your heart warmed? Let's go. Copper Harbor, where Highway 41 ends at Lake Superior, as far north as you can drive in Michigan. The landscape is raw, cliffs, endless forests, and the mighty lake. Fewer than 100 people live here year-round. A family, not just a town. Neighbors know each other's stories, and when storms hit, everyone checks on each other. Copper Harbor isn't just a dot on the map. It's a sanctuary where nature is still the boss. That's the end of the road, and the beginning of something special. Next, we're heading to Beaver Island, Michigan's Emerald Isle, out in the middle of Lake Michigan. You can't drive here. It's a 2-hour ferry or a tiny plane ride. Isolation is the price of admission, and the reward is a world apart. Settled by Irish immigrants, the island's heritage is strong. You'll hear it in the music and see it on the mailboxes. And for a while, it was its own kingdom. Yes, really. Life here means everything comes by boat. Groceries, mail, even building supplies. You plan, you prepare, and you learn to make do. The ferry is the lifeline, and when the lake freezes, the community relies on each other like nowhere else. About 600 people live here year-round, wearing many hats: doctor, teacher, firefighter, all in one. 32 miles from the mainland, the world's noise feels far away. Life follows the lake's moods and the seasons. The island is wild. Pristine beaches, deep forests, and wildlife everywhere. It's paradise for outdoor lovers, but it's rugged, untamed, and real. Here, nature is powerful, and you're just a visitor. Beaver Island is a world unto itself. Quirky, fiercely independent, and resilient. It's proof you can build a rich life in the middle of nowhere. The strongest communities are often the most cut off. If you hear the call of the water and aren't afraid of distance, this is your kingdom. It's a place for those who value connection, resourcefulness, and the wild spirit of the Great Lakes. The island's history and heart make it unforgettable. Here, you're not just surviving, you're thriving together. It's a real-life kingdom of resilience. The ferry may stop, but the spirit never does. That's Beaver Island. Ready for the next adventure? Let's go. Isle Royale, remote, wild, and surrounded by Lake Superior. No towns, no roads, no cell service. Just you, your backpack, and the silence. Famous for its wolves and moose, this island is a real-life wilderness drama. Scientists have studied their dance for decades. Hearing a wolf howl here is unforgettable. Isle Royale is a treasure of solitude, a sanctuary for wildlife and the human spirit. If you want to disconnect from the world, this is where you do it. Deep in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Seney is a tiny, peaceful community surrounded by endless wilderness. It's an island of humanity in a sea of marshes and forests, the Seney National Wildlife Refuge. Life here is slow, marked by the sun and the migration of birds. The refuge is the heart of Seney, a haven for birds, beavers, and even black bears. Seney isn't for everyone, but for those who stay, it's a pocket of peace. Seney is a hidden gem, waiting for those who seek it. Now, we're off to Drummond Island, at the eastern tip of the Upper Peninsula. Getting here means a car ferry ride, a short trip, but it feels like crossing into another world. The island is rugged, rocky, and wild, famous for its rare limestone plains and endless off-roading trails. Over 100 miles of trails make this a paradise for adventurers, jeeps, ATVs, and anyone who loves mud. About 1,000 people call Drummond home year-round. Tough, outdoorsy, and independent. The ferry runs year-round, slicing through ice in winter, connecting but also separating the island from the mainland. Here, you can look across the water and see Canada, with freighters passing by from all over the world. It's a unique mix of isolation and international connection. Adventure defines life here. Off-roading, kayaking, diving shipwrecks, or just exploring back roads. The community is tight-knit, bound by a love for the wild and a little bit of grit. When winter comes, the island becomes a private kingdom for the locals. Drummond is where the pavement ends, and the real adventure begins. It's not for those who want comfort. It's for those who crave freedom in the outdoors. The reward? A life that's wild, free, and unforgettable. If you want to feel alive, this is your place. Drummond Island, where adventure never ends. Ready for one last stop? Let's go. Now let's travel to Grand Marais, perched on the edge of Lake Superior. This harbor town is a refuge against the wild moods of the lake. In summer, it's a gateway to pictured rocks, but winter reveals its true soul. Lake effect snow can cut the town off for days. Surviving here is a badge of honor. The community is close-knit, creating warmth and light through potlucks and gatherings when the world turns white. The landscape is stark and beautiful. Sand dunes, deep woods, and the ever-changing lake. Life follows the seasons. Busy summers, quiet falls, deep winters, and muddy springs. Here, you embrace the cycle, finding joy in snowshoeing as much as sunny days on the beach. Grand Marais is a haven for artists, writers, and anyone seeking inspiration and space to think. The isolation strips away the non-essential, leaving land, lake, and community. It's more than a pretty spot. It's a fortress of spirit and resilience. Neighbors matter, and storms bring people together. Grand Marais teaches the beauty of all four seasons and the importance of community. It's a true harbor in every sense. If you want to know what matters, come here in winter. The bonds you make will last a lifetime. Grand Marais, where the wild lake meets the strongest hearts. Let's finish our journey. Our last stop, Ontonagon, at the far western edge of the UP. You don't pass through Ontonagon by accident. You come here on purpose, seeking quiet and beauty. The town sits on Lake Superior with a history of mining and logging. But today it's all about peace and heritage. The real treasure is just west, the Porcupine Mountains, or the Porkies. Old-growth forests, waterfalls, and breathtaking views are the backyard playground. Life is unhurried. Kids ride bikes, neighbors chat, and Friday night football is the big event. The isolation means less noise, less crime, and more time for what matters. It's a trade-off, far from big cities but rich in peace of mind. The community is resilient, weathering tough times and winters with grit and love for their home. Ontonagon is a peaceful retreat, proof that you don't need flash to have a meaningful life. Here, a quiet town, friendly faces and ancient trees are treasures greater than any copper. It's a place to escape the rat race and reconnect with nature and neighbors. Ontonagon is for those who value simplicity, beauty, and community. The mountains stand watch, and life moves at its own pace. That's the magic of Ontonagon. And there you have it, Michigan's hidden, resilient, and beautiful corners. These towns are more than dots on a map. They're testaments to the human spirit and the power of nature. If these stories touched you, consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us share more adventures. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Remember to seek out the quiet, appreciate the beauty, and connect with those around you. Until next time, be good to each other and find your own hidden gem. We'll see you on the next adventure.